All right, let's do this. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tshego Motjuwadi show. To kick things off today, we start with a heartbreaking story. 13 pupils, one of whom was starting high school, lost their lives this past Monday. The taxi driver attempted an overtake and failed to see the oncoming truck, which resulted in the devastating crash. I wanted to highlight this because while we had 6% fewer deaths on the roads in South Africa in 2025 than we did in 2024, and Minister of Transport Barbara Creecy is planning to implement a total ban on drinking and driving, which is its own conversation, by the way. While there are those relative positives, the fact of the matter is fatalities on South African roads are way too normal. And it's not some far-off people that are causing and involved in these accidents. No, it's the typical driver like you and I that uses the South African roads every single day. Speeding and reckless driving just isn't worth it. We're praying for all the affected families, and may all the pupils who lost their lives rest in peace. And now, word of the day: can men get pregnant?
So let's just test that proposition. Can men get pregnant?
I take care of people with many identities, but
Can men get pregnant?
many women that can get pregnant. I do take care of people that don't identify as women. That
Can men get pregnant?
Sure.
Again, as I'm saying,
Let me just remind you. You
Okay,
testified
cool. I
to a
think
moment
I'm
ago.
gonna stop it.
Science and evidence should.
Yeah, because when did it get so complicated? You know, when did it get so confusing? There are just two genders, guys. There's male and there's female. A male, a man, is a male human being, and you're born with a scrotum. That's what identifies you as being male, a man, right? A female human being is a woman because you're born with a uterus. The answer is no, guys. Okay, a man cannot get pregnant because you don't have a uterus. Men and women aren't the same, right? Like men and women are just not the same. Both men and women have oxytocin, because I think that's sometimes a conversation here is like you can't just, right? Both men and women have oxytocin, but how that oxytocin is released in men is completely different to how it's released in women. And what brings about that release is completely different, right? So when you talk about a woman with her baby, the oxytocin is released when during moments of breastfeeding, right? And cuddling and kissing her baby, right? With a man, the oxytocin is released, right? With rough and tumble playing, right? You're throwing the kid in the air. It's peekaboo, I see you. So yeah, sure case, like it's oxytocin in both the man and the woman, but it doesn't mean they're the same, guys. We are not the same. So it's not about, switching out body parts and looking and talking. No, it's beyond that. It's not just appearance. It's genetic. It's not just genetic. It's also makeup. Again, as I'm saying, it's guys, God made you, man. God made you. And you are awesome just the way you are. Come on. Ish. Moving on along, the op of the week has to be Morocco. There's stuff that they'd allegedly been doing throughout the tournament, but they were diabolically menacing in the final. They were diabolically menacing. Not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 ball boys and girls designated to procuring Mendy's towel throughout the game, might I add. Oscar-worthy dives in both penalty boxes, panenkas from the spot, and journalists booing Pop Chow at his press conference as the AFCON winner. Remember, guys, this was also the host nation. The host nation. Jokes level animosity. Listen, guys, it doesn't matter and it doesn't count. Okay, it doesn't count because Hakimi has put this loss under his mother's name. Listen, okay? Maybe you like Morocco and you didn't do that well in your matric finals. Well, there's always Ejivas.
All right, so my name's Kayla.
That don't matter. That don't matter. Come sign this, baby girl.
Oh, that's hilarious. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. And from Nax608, this week's comment reads, marriage doesn't thrive in a liberal society. Marriage is based on a traditional culture or religious institutions. If any marriage is not aligned with those patriarchal structures, that's crazy though. Patriarchal structures is crazy.
What do you mean by
that? Let me know. What do you mean by that? Right? If any marriage is not aligned with those patriarchal structures, it is only, I'm assuming Nax meant transactional. So that's what I'm going to go forward and say. It is only transactional and will definitely end soon. But like I'd mentioned in the video, this is why ultimately God has to be the foundation. And that's why you cannot have any other foundation beyond God and a relationship with God. Unfortunately, you are not going to completely feel in love with your spouse all the time. You're not going to think your spouse is the most gorgeous person in the world all the time. And you're not necessarily going to vibe with their personality and their jokes all the time. And let me tell you guys, as a very funny person, right? I know this firsthand. So because those are things that are great, don't get me wrong, those are things that are great, but those are things that change, number one, and those are things that are also fleeting. That's why that can't be what binds, right? And it's not about religion, people. It's not about religion. And I hope that's the biggest thing, I think, I hope you really catch, is that it's not about religion. It's about having a relationship with God. It's not about being a good person or a bad person. It's about having a relationship with God. And having a relationship with God doesn't now make you untouchable, you know, and make you better than other people. No, but when you really understand how much God loves you, when you really understand how much God loves you, it's impossible to not want to have a relationship with Him. When you really encounter the love of Jesus, it is genuinely impossible to remain the same. I really love South Africa, and I refuse to give up on this nation, the greatest nation, might I add, in the whole entire world. And I'd love to build a community with people who are also aligned and who believe that exact same thing. So if you want to join the community, right, it's going to be down below in the comments. Fill out the details. Keen to hear from you. Also keen to hear like any other things, any topics, things happening in the news that you think I should check out, think about, look into, and cover. Yeah, hit me up on Tshego Motjuwadi on all social media platforms, even Facebook, if you can believe it. Anyways, yeah, reach out to me, send me whatever it is that you've got, Tshego Motjuwadi on all social media platforms, and we will catch you in the next episode.